What is up, my friends? It is your boy BP. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. People have asked, what gear do you use when you're making music? What's your setup? So today, I'm going to show you around the home studio. We'll start here. This is the Motu Audio Express. This is my audio interface, and basically, everything runs through this device. The microphone is attached through this via XLR cable. My production program runs through this just through a standard USB cable. The output audio to my headphones goes through this. Laptop-wise, I'm rocking the 2015 MacBook Pro. I actually went out of my way purposefully to find this. This is one of the best laptops that's ever been made. I obviously ride for it. What I'm running on the MacBook Pro is FL Studios. So what I did is I put together a custom file specifically for live performance, for loop recording, improv music creation. And what I have in here is a bunch of drum sounds that I use frequently. I have the plugins that I use most often so they can just be there at my disposal, because I don't really have time to load up new plugins and new sounds when I'm creating on the fly. The two primary plugins that I use here are one, which is Sytrus, which has a huge range of different sounds. And then the second main plugin that I use is called Harmor. And then I have a whole range of drum sounds. For example, I have a snare pulled up now. I can play it in different octaves. And then I have a whole slew of kicks. And then just a bunch of random percussion. But when you're doing drums on the fly, instead of manually going through all of the different percussions, it's so much easier to just pre-program within these 8 pads. I have a few different kits here. So 808, 707, 909, which is one of my favorites. Just a standard house kit. And then, of course, in the world of hip hop, you have to have a good range of your boom bap kits. The keyboard that I use here is the Nektar Impact LX 49 key keyboard. It's a MIDI keyboard. You can really integrate it with your software. Whatever digital audio workstation you're using, you can make it your own. For example, I've programmed into these different knobs here, different effects. So I have a delay on this knob right here. This second one is more of like a reverb / trippy type of effect on it. Similarly, you can program these different sliders. These route to the different channels. For example, this is channel 8, 7, 6, etc. It also has record, play, stop, and loop buttons just conveniently right here. So you don't have to be fumbling back and forth between your audio workstation. You can just do them seamlessly through the keyboard. And then another useful tool, because it's a 49 key keyboard, you clearly need an octave shift. So on the far left side is left and right buttons where you can go up or down an octave. And then there's also a wheel on the left side where you can do these cool little effects when you're jamming. Microphone-wise, I'm rocking the Shure SM58. In short, this is just a reliable, durable microphone. The audio that you're hearing now, this is called the iRig 2. This is another thing that goes directly from your audio interface, and in this case, directly to the phone. And this is what I use when I'm live streaming on Instagram, for example. There's the iRig. We're going directly from the audio interface to this iRig, and then the fun dongle, and then up to here. And then, oh, by the way, this thing is awesome. It is sturdy. You can adjust this thing to whatever height, certain angles, and I'm really happy with it. So I'll link to this in the description as well. Just a tip, if you're filming on your iPhone, I just recommend that you keep the 1080p, but then switch it to 60 frames per second versus the 30. You'll see a noticeable difference in quality. I believe that's it, but if I missed anything, I may have just completely overlooked some things. Just write questions in the comments. I'll get back to you about your setup or questions about my setup. I'll do a separate video about loop recording. Thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. Again, it's your boy BP. Please give a subscribe, comment with any questions you have, and I will see you next time. Thank you.